Hey guys, Heavy Metal Truckers here. So, in these videos, we tend to take a look, take a listen, and see what's got going on in the metal world. And then, afterwards, we give some thoughts on it. Could be simple or could be in-depth. Just depends on what the track calls for within our thoughts. But, yeah. So, in today's video, we are going to be reviewing the latest album from Green Carnation. This would be A Dark Poem Part 2. Because we are.
It has a longer name than that, but I don't remember what the hell it is. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
No, it's just A Dark Poem Part 2. Or yeah, no, it did. It did something. We're gonna go with that.
Yeah. Sanguis.
Do what?
Or something like that. Sanguis or Sing?
That's the first track.
I know, but it's also the rest of the name.
Alrighty, so whoever wants to go first, go with it.
I suppose. So we did volume 1. Jeez, when was that? It was last year sometime, wasn't it? Towards the end of last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere towards the end of it.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed that album.
Good record.
So it was very good. So I was, anyway, sorry, cat distracted me.
Good.
I was curious to see what this album was going to be like. And so obviously listen to it. A couple of things we first noticed right away. One is you can tell it's a continuation of the previous album.
Yes.
Like, for the most part, the sound is the same. I will say this album was lighter than the first one. At least I felt like it was.
Okay.
Because to me, there's 6 tracks on this. There's only like 2 of them, maybe 3 of them that I would say was heavy.
Yeah. True.
No, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
No. Just in general, like heaviness aspect in comparison.
That being said, I still enjoyed this album quite a bit. Trying to think of all the songs. There we go. Because there were 6 tracks on it. Where did they go? It just had them, and they ran away. Son of a bitch. Back listening. There we go. Yeah, I listened to all 6, and all of them were on the longer side, which is typical. It was the same with the first album too. If I had a favorite song on this album, it was probably the second song.
Loneliness Untold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just that one. I don't know. I guess for me, it just kind of stuck out more. But overall, like I said, it definitely flowed great from the first album. You can tell that they go together. I assume in Volume 3 it's gonna be no different. And I just went blank. My mind just absolutely went blank.
You pulled a Ryan Stiles.
Yes. Not only did the album flow or continue on nicely from the first one, but I felt like this as a whole flowed well. I felt like everything worked together really well. Musically, it was good. I enjoyed it. You can tell, kind of like the first album, they really thought out what they were doing musically, which I enjoy when bands do that, because it elevates their music from just being a song to being an art, basically.
Yeah,
it becomes art, basically. Yeah. So, and I felt like for the most part they did this with this album. Now, that being said, I think I still slightly preferred the first one, but I still really enjoyed this one, and I felt like it was a great follow-up to the first one.
Gotcha.
If I was going to give it a score, I would probably give it a solid 4 out of 5, honestly.
Oh shit, we were supposed to rate it.
You rate all the albums.
I know, but you'll understand whenever I get to my part.
Sure. Well, as for me, introduced to them through this channel, last album that we listened to, which was the Part 1. I honestly do not remember what I thought about the last album at all.
Couldn't tell you.
Well done.
Yeah. I do know that I enjoyed this one a lot, and if I can't remember anything about the first one, then I'm probably going to say it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like
memorable, not in a negative way.
Or at least the first album was.
Yeah.
For this one, I procrastinated as usual to listen to it, but I eventually got to it. I did not listen to it today. I didn't
know
listen to it today. It was the other day.
That's what impressed me the most.
Still
See, what we don't
procrastinated.
tell people is, well, we're not telling people that we were actually supposed to film this last week. So actually, he procrastinated.
Shut
to the point that
Come on, let me have this. But anyway, but anyway, I definitely enjoyed this one. This one spoke to me a lot more than heck the last couple of albums that we've actually listened to. Except for one of them, because I remember it was like really, really good. But this one was like
albums.
this one was actually really, really enjoyable for me. It was like I will agree, it was lighter. Didn't have as much heaviness going on to it. However, it was almost like a breath of fresh air. Like that's what it needed, was that lighter aspect to it. I actually thoroughly enjoyed that fact. So like this one was far more memorable to me. My favorite track on the album was, I believe it was Fire and Ice was the name of the track. I actually really enjoyed that one, the way it went, and everything. Musically, this was sound. Even though tracks were longer and all that, it didn't feel all that much like lengthy. It was in that longer sense of you kind of just want more and more of it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I definitely rated this one at a 4 out of 5. I definitely enjoyed it.
So I've known about Carnation since, truth be told, like maybe junior year of high school. That was many years ago. It was whenever they released their Acoustic Verses album, which really got me onto them because that was just so goddamn well done. But never really actually listened to their non-acoustic material up until, I don't remember, sometime. But then they did this, and now they got the sequel to that album, to the first one we reviewed. So this one I actually listened to numerous times because I kept on getting fucking distracted, and this is where it gets hilarious. And I kept on getting distracted because of the first goddamn track, because I want you guys to tell me that build-up didn't sound like one of the coolest introductions to some group about to do a cover of The Who.
I can see that, yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Like, I was just waiting for it. Dun 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 dun, and I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
It never happened. And so mentally, I'm just thinking about some group doing that. I'm like, fuck, every single goddamn time. God damn, it distracted me every time. But anyway, so there were like two parts of the first track that were so intriguing because it had like what it was doing in the first part, and then it had this almost sludgy slowdown to where it got into some of the
slowdown.
It's a bit of a sludgy slowdown because sludgy, yes. Yeah, and then the vocalist went into more of like this through a radio vocal, just giving this story, and it was just utterly fantastic. And then the second track came on, and I'm listening to it and thinking, wow, this is legitimately a letter to a friend almost. And lyrically, it really hit. That was amazing. Amazingly well done.
Yeah.
And afterwards it went into Sweet to the Point of Bitter, and we get the heaviness back that we had in Sanguis. And after that, I just kind of melted into the rest of it, just listening, because at that point I couldn't tell you what was what, to be honest. I was just fucking enjoying it, and really enjoying it this time, because I do remember in the first album, the main issues that I had was that the vocals were done beautifully, the instruments were done beautifully, but they didn't quite meld together that well, just because something was off for me. Like, it just, not that necessarily felt off key, but just it was almost really reaching into that progressive aspect of, we're going to go a bit avant-garde and experimental on this and see what happens. And on this, they're like, know what? We'll do what we know. Or we'll do definitely what works. And the vocal melodies matched instrumentally what was going on so much better for me. And I so well enjoyed it. Even the fucking last track, Lunar Tale, that was... Anyone who knows me on this channel knows I am not a fan of slow tracks, really at all.
Not usually, yeah.
Yeah.
But this was written so beautifully that it's like I was listening to Opeth, and it almost demanded my attention. So I'm like, yes, sir, what do you got for me? So I thoroughly enjoyed this album. I enjoyed it more than the first. And so that, after recounting everything, and despite my constant distractions and frustrations, though in the most hilarious way possible, I'm giving this a 4. Because
we all agreed on the score. Nice.
Yeah, because I still, if I didn't enjoy it, despite how frustrated I got, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't have listened to it like 8 different goddamn times. But well done. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that album review. Carnation. Are you going to be making a part 3?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I am so stoked to hear it next year, because it's probably whenever you're going to release it. But anyway, guys, until next time, whether musically, lyrically, or literally, keep rolling happy.